Meg, what are you making here today? You got all this yummy stuff going on. What are you doing?
We are making breakfast cookies because it is festival season, and what better way to nourish your body before you go have a fun out in the fields, dancing, listening to music, than some cookies.
So you can start your day feeling like you've had some good protein and to last you a little bit longer too, right?
Yeah, and it's great because it's not just for festivals. You can use these are great just on the go because we're using minimally processed ingredients.
All whole, it looks like you've got all whole grains, whole nuts and seeds and yumminess here.
Protein packed with minimal refined sugars.
And good fats too. So,
yeah.
All right, so let's show me. What do we got? What do you want me to do here?
So what makes up the cookie is we're using almond flour, a cup of almond flour, a cup and a half of rolled gluten-free oats. We have a quarter cup of freshly ground flax seeds. Make sure that you grind them fresh. That is very key. We're gonna have a cup of coconut flakes, whatever seeds and nuts that we'll talk to you about it, and dried fruits, and then cinnamon, baking soda, and then all the fats and yumminess that's gonna sweeten these cookies up are a cup of date paste, cup of coconut oil or butter, whatever, like
spread.
any type
This is a coconut spread that we used.
Yes.
Okay.
2 eggs, some vanilla, and maple syrup because syrup's breakfast.
I love that. All right, so what shall I pour? Let's get started.
We're gonna do all the liquids first. So we're gonna combine all the liquid ingredients, kind of,
and then we're gonna
cream the butter with the date paste. And so how we made the date paste was we just took about 20 dates. Now, we're not expecting you to count out 20 dates, but it came to about 20 dates, and we put that in a mini food processor.
There you go.
And just ground it up.
Every now and then you can find date paste, but it's not an easy thing to find at the market.
But this is really great. So like if you have like, I don't know, I use my magic bullet and it doesn't really grind up my dates and smoothies. Like having date paste is awesome.
It is, it's really yummy. So, and this is what do you have?
About a tablespoon of vanilla.
Okay, great. All right.
I like it. Really,
we're gonna use the
yes. And then
mixer. Date paste is gonna be pretty good. Now, if you have like a KitchenAid blender, anything like that, not a blender, but a Mixmaster, you can use that as well. Not everyone has that. And then I'd put this up a little bit higher, Meg, to really cream this. There you go. So I'm gonna pour this maple syrup into
a third of a cup.
About a third a cup, a quarter cup, a half cup, whatever your sweetness level is. Yes. Oh, this looks great, Meg.
Perfect.
It's really yummy.
Yes. So the maple syrup was a last minute addition.
Because I like my things sweeter. And Megan had actually a really great idea that you could omit the maple syrup altogether because you know, it is a refined sugar.
So if you want to be, for me personally, like if I were to eat this in the morning, I would use just the cup of the date paste with all of this mixed up together, leaving out the maple syrup, because it's something like I'm trying to watch my sugar intake in the morning.
No, I think that's a really great idea. And then also for kids, if you don't want them to start their day with, you know, a lot of sugar, even though we're not adding a lot, I think it's a really great idea as well to maybe just add a little bit.
So you can play around with the sweetness factor in these cookies.
All right, so let's put this aside.
And now for what's going in, all the dry ingredients. Okay. To start with the dry ingredients, we're gonna put a cup and a half of gluten-free rolled oats.
Okay, so it's a whole grain.
Whole grain. We have almond flour, 1 cup of freshly ground almond flour.
Okay.
Take that for me. A cup of coconut shreds.
Well, these are flakes, but shreds, we didn't like the shreds,
Flakes,
remember?
shreds, yeah. You can use whichever you want. A quarter cup of freshly ground flax seeds.
Okay.
About a teaspoon or 2 of cinnamon, depending on how much cinnamon you like in it.
I like a lot of cinnamon.
We like a lot of cinnamon. It's really good. Cinnamon's great for kind of boosting your metabolism, really good in the morning.
It's good for your lungs.
So many things are good with it.
That's right.
And then a teaspoon of...
Is this baking powder?
Baking
powder. Okay, yes.
Now that we got the bulk of the cookie, this is where we get to have fun and adding in all the different seeds and nuts and dried fruits that you really get to make this your own personalized breakfast cookie. So
it's kind of like a granola cookie and granola bar and a cookie.
Yes. So it's a 1/4 cup of all of these other ingredients. So we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of hemp seeds.
I love hemp seeds.
Really good protein. Really good source of protein.
And omegas, 3s.
And then a 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds.
Oh my goodness. Love them.
Some more really good protein. Oh, that's all
and
sitting
a fat.
in there. Yes. A 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
And all of these are dry,
they're raw.
Raw.
Yeah, you don't want to get them
dry
roasted.
roast them, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to buy any of your nuts or seeds roasted. I mean, it's better not to because they're sitting on the shelf and their oils release.
Extra salt that is unnecessary. And then we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of chia seeds. And these add a nice little crunch in there.
They're kind of like poppy seeds.
Yes. And then we have a full cup of raisins and currants that we're gonna put in here. And this is fun too. We had, you can do dried cherries.
Ooh, add some of those in there, just a little, because they're so yummy.
They're very tart and
I don't know, they're also very moist. They add a moistness to it. It was really good.
But you can get dried blueberries, cranberries, really.
Apricots.
Yeah, you can add a bigger fruit in here, like whatever you want.
It's awesome. Okay, so now what are we gonna do? We're gonna put this in here?
Yes, we're gonna mix them together.
Okay.
Here, I will do this.
Okay, so while you're putting the wet into the dry, now we're just going to mix all this up.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect. And just kind of fold it in.
All right.
Folding all of the wet ingredients in with the dry.
So I'm thinking,
what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that, you know, could you even not just like make little cookies, you can make little balls, you could make little squares. I mean, you could do, maybe even put this into a bar and cook it all together and cut them up into squares.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this would be really
like sheet
lovely.
cookies.
Yeah, exactly. So, but this is such a wonderful thing because everything that we eat, like granola, we eat, you know, the nuts and the seeds and all of that stuff for breakfast. This is awesome, Megan. I love that you created this.
Thanks, Mom.
It's fun. No.
Yeah.
All right, so Meg, this is looking a little moist. I think we forgot. Oh my goodness, we forgot the coconut flour. Okay, we're gonna add coconut flour.
Half a cup of coconut flour. Can't believe I forgot the coconut flour.
That's okay.
I love this.
Oh,
again.
and it smells so delicious with the added coconut, all the nuts, and the maple syrup.
Yes,
this is
exactly what we
breakfast in a
needed.
bowl here. Okay. While she's doing that, I'm going to take a little taste.
Tell me how the batter is.
Not too sweet, crunchy, really good nutty, seedy flavor. I'd be really happy eating one of these cookies in the morning. I think you will too. All right, this looks much, much better.
Let's ball them up.
All right, let's do it. So, Meg, I know you have a certain way of doing things. This is the difference between Meg and Mom. So she likes to make a little ball and put them on.
Like little patties.
Little patties. And I'm more of make a ball, stick it on the sheet, and smash it down kind of a person.
Yeah, and you can get them close together because they're really not going to spread out on the sheet.
Oh yeah, these don't spread at all. You're absolutely right. So this whole thing looks like it will make, boy, probably 2 to 3 dozen cookies. All right. And you can freeze these. Did you say that already? We can freeze these.
You can freeze, I mean, the dough.
But you know what else you can do, Meg? Is that this cookie is really great. It lasts a while in your refrigerator. So you can actually store the cookie dough in your refrigerator and then take them out and make, you know, a dozen at a time. And they're fresh in the morning. Can you imagine waking up and smelling this cinnamon, mapley yumminess and your kids or your friends going, woo, thanks. Okay, I think we got it. We're good.
Oh, we are good.
We are so good. Okay.
With our dirty hands.
Dirty hands. We're going to wipe them off. Here, Meg. We're going to just wipe them off because we're going to just not be too messy here, but we love being messy in the kitchen. All right, so we have a preheated oven at 350 degrees. It's going to take between 12 and maybe even 18 minutes, depending on the heat of your oven.
And the size of the cookie that you make.
True, that's
Depending,
right.
if you have a bigger cookie, it's gonna take a little bit longer.
All right.
So go put them in the oven.
All right, great. All right, Meg, yay, cookies, breakfast cookies. Can't wait. Okay, I get very excited about not eating the norm for breakfast. So it's kind of exciting, you know, a little kid at heart in me that would love to.
We
have
love
a cookie.
dessert first. And
right?
these are dessert that you can feel really good about in the morning. So we've let them cool on the baking sheet. You don't need to take them off onto a cooling rack.
No, these are really hearty. So I'm gonna just dig in because
And I love it. You can
I'm so
see like
excited.
everything in it. You can see all of the hemp seeds and the currants and
the
all
cherry.
of the oats.
I just got a cherry. I love it, and I love the flavor that the hemp brings. Super nutty.
My flavor that I really like is the maple syrup. It really, you can taste the maple syrup.
But not too much. It's not a sweet cookie at all.
No, it's like a hint.
So for recipes, this cookie recipe, come visit us at CurryGirlsKitchen.com and visit us. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. We got
Follow
it all.
us and like us because we're constantly posting really yummy things like this and tips to get you kind of ready for all the festivals that you're going to be going to.
And we like you. I like you. Thanks.